Welcome to Todd's 2 Cents on 2 Wheels. It's early Saturday morning. Saturday morning in car sales, which is what I do, is at least for our dealership, is when we have our sales meeting. So I like to get up before everybody wakes up, get up before the meeting. Plus I don't have to take my kids to school because it's Saturday. Get out and clear my head. And I figured since I tried out this new GoPro mount last night and really thought it was pretty good, a little higher, and it's not in the waterproof case, so you don't get that distortion blur that for some reason my case has right in the very middle. It's got a little spot that it's like the plastic isn't perfectly polished and it bugs me. So I'm trying this open air mount, hoping that doesn't prove to bite me in the butt like it did the last time I didn't have it in its case. But last time I was being an idiot, so I thought I would do some kind of cool stuff like Mr. Jimmy DeRista, which is a guy on YouTube that does these builds that I just love. I love how he doesn't talk in them too much. Anyway, he's going to show how I was building these stools. Didn't have a mount for my camera, so I thought, oh, I can hold that in my mouth. So I was holding it in my mouth over the top of a table saw. The camera's only 2 days old, falls out of my mouth, hits the blade, goes shooting across the yard in 3 pieces. But luckily, the camera still works. It hit right on the edge of the lens. Horrible. Anyhow, thought I would take you up through Snow Canyon State Park, which is a lot like Zion National Park in that it's mostly sandstone, red, white, and then because of the local dormant volcanoes, there's lots and lots of lava flows and just a really cool place. I was an Eagle Scout, and our scout troop did a whole bunch of their Eagle Scouts in the park, which is cool because then your Eagle Park is your Eagle project is basically preserved for pretty much all time, because you're never going to do anything in a state park. They're not going to change it to like residential communities or something. We're going to go take kind of the back way. This is one of my favorite night ride routes. St. George is kind of cool. It's got these roads and side roads that go all around the city, take you up on the hill. This is called Red Hills Parkway. This goes up over what they call the Sugar Loaf, which is just a large sandstone abutment that they have painted the word Dixie, which is the nickname for the St. George area, given by, a long time ago, the pioneers used to raise cotton in the Santa Clara area, which is right by here, and so they named this place Dixie. So there's a big white letters Dixie on this abutment that this road goes right past. This road takes you up on top of St. George and looks down on it. That water tank right there, they built a stairway up. We'll come up here at night with the wives and chat up at the top and overlook all of St. George, or Dixie. That's what the big D stands for on the hill, is Dixie. We're home of the Dixie State. We used to be the Rebels, but now I think we're the Trailblazers or something. Anyway, politics got in the way and decided that the Dixie Rebels was too anti-slave or something. I don't know. There's the Dixie. This Red Hills Parkway, we call it Turtle Road because desert tortoises that got transplanted here by the early travelers of Route 66 would pick them up in California, think they were fun pets, and then realize they're a huge pain in the ass because they can dig and they can get out of cages, and anyway, they're not that great of a pet, especially these big ones that come from the desert. This road right here got cut, and there were basically tortoise sightings all the time as they cross the road. They'd get run over, or people would touch them or mess with them. So me and my family have always called it Turtle Road, and I think a lot of people called it that because we're not the only ones calling it Turtle Road. Pretty beautiful place. The sun's just rising. It's just about 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 and a few. I figured it'd be a good time. It said my Weather Underground app, which is awesome, by the way. Go check out the app store for Weather Underground. It told me that first light is 7 o'clock or 6:58, so I figured it'd be perfect timing for some really beautiful shots and footage of State Park, Snow Canyon State Park. Yeah, Weather Underground is a weather app, and it's like a community of private and personal weather, like weather stations, weather gathering for temperature, barometer, dew point, all that stuff, just like the National Weather Service has, but some of these private ones are pretty much as good or better than anything the news rooms have, and they even use those ones, I believe. But anyway, it goes off your location, and it'll ping off of where you're at and give you an actual live weather reading instead of watching KSL and seeing what the forecast is and then realizing it's nothing like the forecast is, because far be it from Mother Nature to change her mind. So the weather changing all the time. It's kind of nice to be able to open up your phone, pick any location, and know exactly what it's doing there at that exact moment, and then it'll predict what's going to happen as well, just like the newsroom does. But I found this to be so accurate, especially when you're riding motorcycles. You got to know if it's raining, sleeting, windy. Most people don't really like that kind of weather, and even if you do ride in that weather, which is awesome, you got to be prepared. You got to make sure your saddlebags are full of gear. So Red Hills Parkway just switched over there at the underpass to Snow Canyon Parkway, because this 4-lane road takes you right to the mouth of Snow Canyon State Park, which is where we're headed. Also the home of Tuacahn Center for the Arts, which is a artsy-fartsy high school and a play production place that hosts big shows, country music stars. It's an outdoor amphitheater that is backed by this beautiful backdrop. It's just amazing to come to an event here. And they do Broadway style shows. I think right now they've got Peter Pan, let's see, what's the other one? Not Jungle Book. That same one with the monkey in it. And then a couple other ones. They have an indoor theater as well. But right straight ahead is Snow Canyon State Park. You can see the red, some of the white. You're in for a treat. Temperature right now is 55 degrees. I'm in full leathers because 55 degrees and 55 miles an hour equals freeze your butt off. But when you're in leather, it's pretty nice. Oh, did I say 55 miles an hour? I meant 40 miles an hour, because that's what the speed limit says. I'm going 40. Wink, wink. This area out here on Snow Canyon Parkway has really nice softball fields, these little fish ponds that they allow you to fish at, and they stock quite often. A lot of wildlife comes and uses it. A lot of the birds and cranes and geese and stuff. It's kind of cool. This area is kind of more of a ritzy area. They've got a golf course and a gated community called Entrada. And we have a home show parade that a lot of houses end up being from this area, just because the builders build these really, really, really high-end spec houses. But why wouldn't you want to live here with this kind of scenery? When I grew up here, our first house was in Dixie Downs, which is just left. And there was absolutely nothing right where we're at. In fact, my dad built a little dune buggy from a Chenoweth frame that we got out of California and a Ford Pinto motor with a bus transaxle, and we would come out here on that or on my dad's old XR500 when I was between 5 and 7 years old. I would ride in those, and we would come out here in the desert, which is now about as inhabited as you could possibly get, and we would just cruise around and sometimes almost get stuck in these sandy washes. It's just, lots changed, a lot of growth in the time I've been here. I didn't think I was going to make it through that turn without scraping. So I lowered this bike 2 inches, which I love the look of it, but because of that, the exhaust crossover to do the dual exhaust, the heat shield on the left side is chronically a low spot. You heard it scrape through that corner. I mean, that was pretty laid over, so it doesn't scrape very often, but it scrapes, and especially if you hit a bounce when you're going through a turn and you're laid over like that, oh my gosh, it makes your fillings want to come out of your teeth. It's the things we do to look cool. And honestly, lowering it has made the seat height so much better for when you're sitting at a light and your feet are on the ground. You can stand flat-footed. It really did make a lot of difference in what the bike looks like, but I love how comfortable it is to be at a standstill instead of being on the balls of my feet. I can be flat-footed, and I'm tall. I'm 6 foot tall, but the seat height and the width of the saddle on these baggers is pretty wide for comfort, and it makes it impossible to sit flat-footed unless you lower your bike a little bit. So, a couple reasons to do it. Now we're going into the mouth of this canyon, and when I go this early, I don't have to pay, which is part of the reason I go this early. I hate paying to drive through a place that my tax dollars built the road. The money they take from you is to have shitters and a campground and a full-time camp host and all that great stuff, which I'm totally for, but if I'm just driving through, I'm not giving you $5. And I've come through here and literally driven past the camp person because they never have one at both ends. They only have one at a time. And every time I come through here, they just raise their arms, shake their fists. It's kind of funny. So I resorted to coming earlier when the light's better, and then there's no camp person. This is this is Snow Canyon State Park. First light, sun's not even up, this is just the dawn light. Beautiful place. Obviously, because of what this place is made of, sandstone, there are sand dunes here. They're really, really small. You can't put any vehicles on them, no ATVs or anything like that, but it's been a Johnson family tradition on Easter to take our hard-boiled Easter eggs that we've gone and done the search with the kids and bring them here to these sand dunes and roll Easter eggs down the sand hills. If you think about it, it's totally bizarre, but it's kind of fun. The kids love it. There's tons and tons of trails here. My sister Megan is a hiking guide for one of these ritzy places out here by Entrada, Red Hills, or Red, I can't remember where she works, but she comes and takes people on hikes to all these different trails here and in Zion National Park and other places, and there are tons and tons of trails. Some of our Eagle projects were trail mapping and then lining the trails with rocks and those trails are still lined today from rocks we put down over, what, probably 14, 15 years ago. My Eagle project was a cement picnic table that is so long. If you're from Utah and you're a polygamist, you could bring all your wives and children and everyone could have a place to sit. I'm not a polygamist, by the way. My wife would never have more than one of her with one of me, nor would I. I couldn't even imagine what it must be like to have to deal with multiple wives. My wife is awesome, and she's plenty of work by herself. I couldn't do 2 or 3 or 4 times that. At my job, we've got a couple of salesmen that are polygamous, and so they're very open about talking about the situation and stuff, so I've asked them all kinds of questions. It just confirms that there's no way in heck I could do that. This van we're coming up on is one of those vans like from the place my sister works that brings people up and takes them on these hikes and shows them nature and kind of does educational but exercise as well. You notice all the black rock, that's all lava from the local dormant volcanoes. You see how much black there is? These are some, at one time, were pretty active volcanoes. In the area, there's probably, well, at least 10 that I can think of. 10 cinder cones, which is what's left over after one of these types of volcanoes erupts. Makes for some really pretty scenery, for sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to come back down so you can see it from both directions, because it is a completely different experience going up versus coming down. I know they don't spend my $5 entry fee on the roads here, and it's just tax dollars, is because these roads are just as shitty as the ones on the outside of the park, but they're making bank on $5 entries and $25 camping sites for a tent camping spot. They're freaking criminals. And then they make the Eagle Scouts do all the trails. Wink, wink. There's also white sand sand dune area up there on that, behind that white hill. There's some white sand and like a area where water catches, and me and my buddy, when we lived in Diamond Valley, Aaron Putnam, we would ride our BMX bikes down the highway at age 9, which my kid would never be allowed to do that, but we would, and we would go hike into this white sand area with our canteens full of drinking water, and we'd end up coming back with tadpoles from the pooled up water at the base of the sandstone and white sand cliff. White sand's pretty cool. There's lots of places here I have never been, because I don't hike anymore. It's not much. Angel's Landing sometimes, that's a favorite in Zion. that's basically it. Super short. I'm gonna kill this camera because I don't have video editing software yet, so my videos have to be shot in under 15 minutes or else YouTube won't let me post longer than 15 minutes. So I'm gonna make this a video coming up through Snow Canyon, and then I'm gonna make another video going down.